time and time again, I find amazing household items for a fraction of the cost that just need a little attention to get them restored to their former glory. My first stop was the kitchen section, and an item that I always keep my eyes out for is cast iron. So I found this cast iron griddle pan and took it home. First, I used a rust eraser that I found on Amazon to scrape away and remove the rust from the pan, and I repeated this step a couple times just to make sure that I got every last bit removed. Next, I washed the pan thoroughly with some hot soapy water and dried it completely. I set the pan on the stovetop and heated it slightly on low to medium heat, then applied a thin layer of tallow with a paper towel. You can use any oil that has a high smoke point for this step. Then I added the pan to my oven that was preheated to 400 degrees and let it bake for an hour. After an hour, I removed the pan from the oven and let it cool completely. I then repeated the seasoning process a couple more times until I was happy with the finished seasoning on the pan. I found this cute little glass trinket bowl that was very dirty and the glass was cloudy. So I filled a bowl with hot water, then added about a tablespoon of dish soap and a 1/4 cup of distilled white vinegar, and I let that bowl soak for about 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, I rinsed the bowl off with water and gave it another scrub with a little bit more of soap and water, then dried it thoroughly. Now I've got a cute and sparkling clean bowl that's perfect for storing my muffin cups in my pantry. Next up is wooden decor, and this is another category I always keep my eye out for because it can be easily modified to fit my aesthetic. I found this cute wooden teapot decor piece that looked handmade. So first, I wiped it all down with a damp towel to remove all the dirt and debris, and then I let it dry fully. Next, I sanded it lightly with 220 grit sandpaper and wiped it clean of the dust. Then I rubbed in some wood conditioner to help protect it. To fill the hole, I placed some air dry clay inside the hole, followed by an old knob that I had on hand. I finished the back of the hole with some hot glue to make sure that that knob was extra secure. Then I added a wall hanger to the back and hung it in my kitchen to join the rest of my wooden wall decor. Last up was a pair of wooden cottagecore salt and pepper shakers that I found a few months back. First, I removed the stoppers from the bottom. Then to a bowl of hot water, I added 1 tablespoon of dish soap, followed by a splash of isopropyl alcohol to help sanitize the salt and pepper shakers. I added the shakers to the water and allowed them to soak for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, I rinsed them off, then allowed them to dry fully before filling them with salt and pepper and displaying them near my stove. I hope this inspired you to check out your local thrift store to see what goodies you can find for your home, even if they need a little extra love.
If you'd like some fresh new Christmas decor without breaking the bank, consider heading to the local thrift store to make your own. I picked up a whole basket full of quality products I plan to add my own touch to. I think these purple ornaments resemble Christmas lights, but I didn't let the color stop me. Choosing all the primary colors of red, blue, yellow, and green, I'm painting each ornament to resemble a classic Christmas tree light. Gathering up some lightweight twisted cotton rope, I am painting it a deep green to resemble electrical Christmas light cords. I'm now attaching the ornaments to the cord using a thin florist wire. And the end result is a string of retro Christmas lights that can be hung anywhere desired. Even the ends of the rope are frayed to resemble cords unraveling. A pretty mercury glass vase caught my eye, so I teamed it up with a string of white mini lights. I gathered up all the lights, then placed them inside the vase. This lit-up mercury glass provides the perfect glow to illuminate your holiday evenings. The glow of the lights penetrating through the glass is so festive. A bright, festive red tray filled with white coffee cups is about to provide a Christmas tree fragrance for free. I am filling each cup with water. Gathering some real cut evergreen branches from outside, I'm filling each cup with branches until they have a full look. Some red and white ornaments are being placed amongst the branches so they chime in with the red tray. Then I'm sprinkling the entire arrangement with some plastic faux snow. And you have yourself a beautiful and fragrant tabled centerpiece or festive vignette for any shelf or windowsill. A couple of glass bells were about to become one of the most viral decorations you can make yourself. Each bell is being painted in a rust-toned acrylic craft paint, then placed on top of craft paint tubes to dry. Grabbing a tube of Rub and Buff, The bells are getting covered while intentionally missing some spots. Using a larger stencil brush, I'm dabbing some chocolate brown paint onto the bell rims and in random spots to age them. Filling a vintage white pitcher with water and real evergreen branches, the now copper bells are a completely stunning draw to this evergreen arrangement. I like this black and white check pillow that chimes in with the colors of my home. Turning it around, I'm pinning a flat Christmas tree ornament to the top center of the pillow using a safety pin, then slipping in a faux evergreen branch. And my new little Christmas accent pillow is now ready to help me celebrate the season. Thrift store finds are quality items that are easy on the budget, plus they can be enhanced any way you wish. I hope this inspires you to head to the thrift store next time you could use a few new things to decorate with for the holidays. If you desire some new fall decor but don't want to pay new prices, consider starting at a local thrift store to see what you can come up with on your own. I'm starting things fresh by washing each thrift store item and soaking off the labels. If the adhesive stays behind, a quick wipe with Goo Gone works instantly. Next up, 2 fall-toned plates are getting the pumpkin treatment. I'm cutting a small piece of black sign-grade vinyl, however you can also use contact paper. Placing a stencil on top, I'm cutting some pumpkin faces with an X-Acto knife. This stencil is called Mini Pumpkin Patch Kit from Funky Junk's Old Sign Stencils. After the design is cut, I'm scoring the vinyl from the designs to the edge of the vinyl so I can easily remove the background. Using the tip of an X-Acto blade, I'm lifting up each cut piece and placing them positioned off-center on both plates. And I'm left with an adorable matching serving plate and coaster, so I can fully embrace fun treats to eat and delicious things to drink in fine fall style. I'm selecting a little pottery creamer thanks to its lovely rustic fall vibes. Heading outdoors, I'm cutting some fronds off of some grassy plants, choosing the ones that really fan out. Now I'm cutting the frond stems so they fit inside the creamer. Water can be used, or you can try your hand at drying the fronds to see what happens, which creates an instantly cute and natural fall foliage arrangement. Now I'm choosing a wooden sign with huge fall potential. Turning the sign good side down, I'm lightly sanding the back to clean it up, however choosing to leave the wood raw. I'm using a stencil called Pumpkins, Cider, Hayrides, Fire Pit from Funky Junk's Old Sign Stencils. I'm selecting 1 fall sign saying per board, taking care to ensure the arrows are rotating directions. The words are being stenciled in coal black by Fusion Mineral Paint. To keep stencil images super sharp, just ensure the paint-loaded stencil brush feels nearly dry to the touch before stenciling. Now I'm grabbing some thin rustic twine and wrapping it around the 2 ends of the longest signboard, then securing it by tying a knot. To decorate the sign, I'm trimming some faux dollar store flowers to tuck under the twine on one side and gluing on some foam pumpkins to the other side. And I'm left with an adorable fall directional sign that can easily chime in with any other fall decor to theme up a vignette to the hilt. But it's also cute enough to stand out on its own too. I'm grabbing a cute fall cup and saucer combo to add a little nighttime ambience. A candle is getting rewrapped with twine ribbon, then is being placed inside the cup. Positioning a few real fall leaves on the saucer, I now have a lovely candle and holder that is heat safe and can be easily moved wherever I desire. I'm choosing some glass lanterns that came with battery-operated candles that actually worked. The lanterns are getting a few snips of grass, leaves, and flowers tucked inside. Then with candles aglow, they are being hung up to create a charming ambiance outdoors. Just imagine the endless possibilities inside, too.